only is the 812 one of the best sounding Ferraris, I think it's one of the best sounding cars ever made. And if you need any more proof, really? You must get a Novitec exhaust on an 812 GTS. This Italian V12 Symphony. V12 baby! 812 with Novitec exhaust. Game over. Guys, welcome to another episode of DBTV. We're in the Ferrari 812 GTS by Novitec with the N-Largo kit. We're heading towards Boutique Wheels to check out the BBS rims that are being made for my 355. And on the way we'll talk about what it's like to own an N-Largo. And don't forget to like and subscribe. N-Largo cold start. Alright, so just then we had the cold start for the N-Largo, and you can hear the V12 starts off really loud and then the valve's closed. When I normally drive back home, I close the valve to keep the neighborly peace, but I forgot to open it again, so now it's on closed, and then you can hear the difference even when... That's just that 3000, that's the difference the valves make. Look at that downshift, so crisp. For those that have watched the Puro Subway review video, we're going to put a Novitec exhaust on that car. That's happening in the next few weeks. So it'd be interesting to see how that sounds compared to the N-Largo. And I say this again, driving them back to back, the Puro and this, the Puro handles really, really well, considering it's a 2.2, 2.3 ton FUV. I need to talk. Let the N-Largo do the talking, eh? Obviously now EV sales are increasing. We've got a Tesla in front, but who cares when you've got this? You just could listen to that all day. We're like in an orchestra and I'm a conductor controlling this C12. Amore, more. This Italian V12 Symphony. Comparing it to the Murcielago, this revs a lot faster than the Mercy. That's more bassier. Honestly, I couldn't care less about these cars that go faster. Sound is important. I'm a bit of a sound snob. That's why I do like my V12s. Saying that, the 355 V8, oof. And we're just cruising along, 80, fourth gear. The conductor. Please, sir, more. More? Like that. It's actually delayed gear change. Not only is the 812 one of the best sounding Ferraris, I think it's one of the best sounding cars ever made. And if you need any more proof, really? with Novitec exhaust.
have I done to my 2020 Ferrari 812 GTS to make it an N-Largo? So Novitec made a kit 1 of 18 for the GTS. So it's a proper full wide body. It's a replacement front bar, and I've gone with the carbon front lip. We've changed the front quarters, and then the side skirt continues on with the carbon. There's the additional door insert. So where you'll notice the biggest difference for the N-Largo is the rear quarters, because overall, even though it's a wide car, the N-Largo widens the car by another 14 centimeters, so 7 centimeters on each side. And you could see that in this grille here. That's the difference between a stock body and then the N-Largo. The other differences continue on with the rear diffuser, well bumper actually, because it's a full replacement bumper diffuser. Gone with carbon, obviously full Novitec exhaust, Novitec wheels, which are made for the N-Largo, so they're slightly wider, but it's more the offset. 2122s, I definitely prefer the GTS one, as it's more of a ducktail spoiler, so you actually got to modify and mold into the spoiler here, whereas in the coupe, it's actually a raised spoiler, and I think the integrated look is a cleaner look for this particular car. And then obviously you got the double bubble of the 812 GTS. Again, I think the 812 GTS is the better base car, and look at it. So obviously this started off as a stock 812 GTS, and it had an OPF filter, which kind of numbs the V12 sound. You must get a Novitec exhaust on an 812 GTS. We're cruising now in 6th gear, we're just humming along, 3,000, but like I said, it's like we're a conductor. Very nice. And you don't, even when we go mini tunnel, you don't have to go full pelt, we can just want to hear my soothing voice, right? You want to hear that V12. Soak it in, soak it in. Delicious. This button is the secret weapon of the 812 GTS. You put that down, and it's like a porthole, and the exhaust note just comes straight into the cabin. So the 812 Superfast obviously is a coupe, the GTS being a convertible version. Some people say they don't like putting the roof down, but this one you don't have to have the roof down. You just press that button and you get all that V12 goodness. Vitamin V12. I've done 12,000 Ks in it. It's very usable, despite having the bigger wheels, the suspension. It's a comfortable car. You know, you can drive it around every day. It's one of the favorite cars I've ever owned. Hopefully, this is one of those keeper cars for the collection. But yeah, only 1 of 18 in the world. Roof down, or even with the roof on, you know, when you have that back window down, seriously, one of the best sounding, it's been reliable, it's one of the best cars you can buy. Ferrari 812, in particular the 812 GTS, everybody. They're not the same. Okay, we got a tunnel coming up. We've got to be very, very quiet, everyone. Be very, very quiet. Very quiet. here with Tommy from Boutique Wheels. So as I mentioned, 355 only comes in 18-inch, but we wanted to go 19s. So out of the box, when you order from BBS, it basically comes like this.
Yeah, we've got a couple of different basic options, like a color.
Yep.
And then a center cap color, and you're kind of stuck with a size and being a two-piece wheel.
Yep. So we're going. So yeah, they only made 18s from BBS. So we bought the 18s, and now we're going to basically upsize them to 19.
Yeah, we'll three-piece them to 19s.
So you got my face there. So you got to strip it back.
Yeah. So I guess it looked like that gold, and then. We taken all the paint off, and then I've just put the nice cap in there for now, so it looks cool. So this is the raw metal state, and then we'll pick a color and do our thing and sprinkle some sauce and make them look cool. But yeah, we're going to convert them to what they call a two-piece, like a multi-piece wheel, but it's a two-piece. So you've got your center and then your whole hoop, and then yeah, we're going to three-piece them.
All right, guys. Tommy's got, my brain thinking: do we stay safe? Or do we say something in the middle like we got in the GTC?
Yeah.
Something more modern that's on the FIR?
RIA. BBS.
Or more of the factory LM, or should we go full custom, balls deep, and we get this candy tick?
Yeah, it's like a candy powder coat. So it's polished and then hand sanded and then cleared.
The finished product is a few weeks away, and you've got to watch the full video to see what we chose for the 355. So there you have it, driving the streets of Sydney in my Ferrari 812 GTS with an N-Largo kit. What do you guys think? So far I've had it for 2 years. Hopefully it'll stay in the collection for much, much longer. Anyway guys, thanks for watching another episode of DBTV. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you. To fill it up, I can't have it normal ways. I've got to actually have it sideways like this. If not, it'll kind of touch the body, 3/4. N-Largo things. N-Largo world problems.